So,
Okay. Pre-live, Greg before the live. We're getting pumped up, aren't we?
yes, we are getting
Oh, I'm so
excited.
excited. No
Yes.
place I'd rather be,
Isn't that a song?
isn't it?
No place I'd rather be. Yeah. Who
Here we
sings that?
go. And we are going to run it.
Real lawns, real equipment, and real business. Work with your hands and do it with purpose. Turf Nerds on Turfs Up Radio, hosted by Evan Lindman and Greg Durbin.
We should sing over this.
What should we sing?
I hope we can do some opera over our Turfs Up radio intro. Good morning, everyone. It's the 26th of February. It's a Thursday, Greg. It's the pre-Friday. Tomorrow will be our free-for-all Friday, but we're looking forward to it, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And nothing like pre-Friday to get you. Is this Friday Eve?
Yeah, is that what that's called, Friday Eve?
Pre-Friday or Friday Eve? I'm not sure what you'd call it. So we have to figure that one out because it's I'm sure it's making people wonder all over the world. So we'll have to figure that out.
Oh yeah, and indeed we will. And yeah, but we'll do some free for all, and it'll be a whole lot of fun. I always like going through the weeks, Greg. Thursday is nice, and then the weekend's here, and then we're any day now for baby to come. So I'm kind of being on guard right now.
Being on guard, got the weapon standing ready.
Yep. I was joking with Hannah. I'm gonna bring the laptop. And I'm gonna game, and I'm gonna broadcast live from the hospital.
Okay.
Would that be funny?
Push. Hey, Greg, how's it going today?
Hey guys. Hey, Turfs Up. Having the baby here live.
While she's having her baby, it makes me think about all the undulations in the lawns that I've seen.
That's pretty funny. 856-446-8873. I've finally got that number, I think, memorized. Greg, how long does it take for you to memorize things? Like even like my dealers, if we worked at like a dealership or, did some aspects of that, you would have to memorize all these part numbers. And some of these guys are real good.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking for a part yesterday for a friend of mine because I'm going to go up. I'm going up to Traverse City, Sutton's Bay, actually, next week to help a friend with his mower. Just an old friend of mine that I was going to go up and we were going to prep his mower for the season, and they were getting ready to. They wanted to order I guess there's a maintenance kit with their mower.
Really?
They've got it's a residential mower, but it's a John Deere Z345R, and they have a maintenance kit that you can just buy.
Yeah.
It includes the filters and oil and a couple other things. Air filter, fuel filter, and oil filter with the foam going around it as well, and then oil, spark plugs. So we were just going to prep his mower for the season, and I was going to bring up my blade sharpener and sharpen his blades for him. And anyway, a friend of mine.
Yeah. How'd you know him? Because man,
I've known him for years. I was actually little brother. He was my big brother, Big Sisters. If you're familiar, you know that organization. He was my big brother. So we've kept in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we've known each other for 50 years. So anyway, we've kept
that's incredible. 50 years.
Yeah, I was 11 when we first met. So and 51 years actually. So, but
that's
anyway,
a long time.
Yeah,
that's a good question. Do you guys have any friends for 50 years? Me, no.
Not you, but
not yet.
I was. We were actually supposed to go up north to Alpena, on the other side of the state, to visit some friends last weekend, and he wound up getting really sick. And a couple days before we got there, and so we couldn't go up. And he's doing well now, but his wife I've known, I think, since kindergarten, and But so she's probably one of the longest friends that I know and still have contact with, other than my sister and my brother.
That's
So
interesting. I don't have. I mean, I probably still talk to one or two people from high school. My buddy Zach, who mowed with me for 10 years. But the older you get, I'll be 35 here in a month and a quarter. The older you get, guys, you really realize who your friends are and who they aren't. I mean, and especially in this industry, Lord, like I said, Lord, what, Greg, we have to stick together and band like
elevated
brothers.
me.
Yeah, there. I just, oh, Greg, you
That
are my
was a big
Lord
jump.
here. Oh, you are my lawn care Lord. Thank you for everything you've done for me. But
Wow.
really, yeah,
Show host to Lord. That's pretty good.
yeah, I don't know. You know what?
Co-host even.
There, Greg at turfnerdspod.com. If he emails you back, he's gonna have his signature be Lord of Turf Nerds podcast on Turf Sup.
Lord of the Turf.
Yeah, Lord of the Turf. You know what? That'd be a good YouTube channel or a good podcast, wouldn't it?
That actually would probably be a pretty good name. I am here, Lord of the Turf. There was a cartoon when I was a kid growing up. It was Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle.
Yeah.
And it was one of my favorite opening sequences in a show, because they would show him swinging through the vines and all this stuff, and he would be talking, and he'd say, "Oh yeah," and he had the voice,
Oh,
and so we should probably pull that up. But it was funny because he'd be swinging he'd be swinging along, and he'd say, "Okay, for I am Tarzan, and this is my domain, for I am Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle," and he would land in front of this canyon or this huge precipice, and he would say, "I am Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle."
oh,
And
that's
and then
funny.
he would let out his big Tarzan yell. So I just always remember it was just it was a great scene, a great opening. I
is
actually
what-
used that in a lesson. I
This is
used
what I
that in a
was-
lesson one time when I was teaching.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We'd played this on our podcast, Greg, the movie Gladiator. When you're about to tackle a big fall cleanup, I was playing this or saying this in my head.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions.
So that's makes you feel good, right? Like you're going in for a battle, going in for war.
Yeah, yeah. So I wonder but if I put that on, you couldn't hear it though, could I?
Probably not. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how that works there. It's always fun to diagnose tech stuff while we're live on radio. I just called radio area. Man, I think it's just the coffee hasn't kicked up in yet, Greg. I don't think the starter fluid has gotten to my brain yet, though. Or I could have a cold start, or the EFI fuel pumps not working. Call me the human multiforce, won't we?
Yes. I'm trying to look up. I can find it.
We'll have to pump that there in the system, Greg. We were talking here on the pre-show. It's funny just to kind of update your studio there a bit. 856-446-8873, open lines. Call in. You got a TV there in the corner of your studio, Greg. It has VCR. Talk about ancient, right?
Yes, well, I'm ancient, and we've got a bunch of old VCRs, so we have to have something to be able to play some of the old VCRs. I don't know if you guys can see it over my left shoulder, over my
Here,
bugs and
615.
Turf's Up Radio, you're live.
Good morning, it's Cousin Kenny.
Hey, Kenny, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing? It's raining here.
Oh, doing great.
I don't even know what it's
Good,
doing here. It's
good.
too dark.
Just let up a little bit, but it's about 51, 52 degrees. Came a good rain. My pre-emergence down, so I'm happy.
Oh, good. Yeah. So tell us, Kenny, about that pre-emergent. Do you get that done every year? Do you see the benefits?
Yeah, I put it down. My guy calls me and says, "Hey, we're doing it this week. What do you want to do? You want to do front, back, both?" One. I said, "Let's do it both," because I let it go a little bit in the backyard, and I don't like the way the yard looks. It keeps a lot of the weeds out, and your grass comes back healthier.
Yeah, you know what? I've never put
So-
that down, Greg. Greg, have you put down a pre-emergent before for your lawn?
Yeah, I put it down last year. Unfortunately, they put it down when I was going to seed, so you can't seed when you got pre-emergent, and because your seed won't come up. And I wanted them to not do it this year or last year, and they did it, so I couldn't put seed down. I could have done it toward the end of the year, but I want to do it in the spring, so at least try and get it to kick off a little bit more.
We overseed here completely in the fall, in October, and they come in with that machine and they're done in just like 30 minutes. The entire lawn, they just ride in like a wild man, core aerate it and seed it, and they're gone. And it's come in about 3 weeks. They'll probably start mowing here if the weather stays good, and I'll have a nice stand again. So
your grass is coming back, Kenny, because you're in the Murfreesboro, Tennessee area there. So you're 8 hours south of us, and it's amazing. Just an 8 hour difference, Greg. Right? The grass is about ready to get kicked off and go again.
If the weather stays the way it is, and we don't have any more real cold snaps. It's been extremely cold for us last couple of weeks, but it's kind of warming up. I think Poxitani Phil might have been right halfway through this, but I'm thinking now that it always kind of happens around there. If anything, maybe one extra week, but it's almost like rolling dice and knowing that it's going to happen. So.
Oh yeah,
Mother Nature has a way of doing things.
And you got a lush lawn, but in years past, because you're part of the South there, Kenny. I mean, years past, you really don't see much snow down there. What's the earliest? That's a great question for you guys. I mean, this is going to be a great conversation. The earliest you guys have started mowing. That's a topic that we can talk about. But for like you guys, Kenny, what's the earliest that you've mowed down there in the Tennessee area?
I have mowed as a long time ago as the second week of March.
Oh wow.
But things have changed here with the way the weather is evolving and everything. And now it's getting a little bit later and later. It really depends on how much, what kind of winter we've had. This winter's been brutal. We've had a lot of snow compared to other years. And it's been colder in the morning. I mean, yesterday or the day before yesterday, it's 20 degrees outside. So that's
crazy,
pretty cold for this time of year.
I didn't even realize we're 13 degrees today.
Yeah,
right now.
It started out as
you guys got 13 degrees?
Yeah.
God, go back inside and stay in bed. Gee whiz.
Yep. I don't blame you there for that. It had been so cold, Kenny. The mornings we were going out, I was salting a lot. Man, it was negative 20, and I was out there salting, and I looked like I had a white beard.
That wind will get to you, and like we say here in the South, dang, that's too cold.
That's just too great. Yeah, no, you've been now. How long, Kenny, to enlighten the listeners, have you been living down there in the South? Because you travel a lot, you see it all. Okay, sure, you're family, but you can talk lawns all day.
I've been in Murfreesboro 40-something years now.
Holy smokes!
And Murfreesboro
that means I'm old. I turned 74 last Friday.
Oh, wow.
So
in Murfreesboro, for our listeners, Murfreesboro is southeast of Nashville. Correct?
Nashville, yeah,
just a little
30
south.
miles.
Yeah, about like a half an hour, right, give or take.
Yeah, we're at the base of the Cumberland Plateau.
Cumberland Plateau. Yeah, when we took a trip, Kenny, down to Florida last year and drove down, it was at the end of March. It was cool to see how far, we kept driving south, how people, we went from no one mowing to everyone started to mow. We got through, part of Kentucky there, down to Tennessee's Virginia's, Greg. It's cool to see like the transition zone happen with the lawns, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's funny though is Atlanta has been colder than we have been lately, and they're 250 miles south of us.
Really?
So
wow,
they get caught in that little jet stream hook and everything that comes up out of the Gulf and that, and it gets real cold there for some reason. They had at one point more snow than we did. So
isn't it a weird universe, Greg? Right? what the weather does.
Yeah. Well, we even see it when I go by your house, and there's no snow, and I come up to mine, and I have a couple inches. We're half an hour apart. So it's just
so
the way
crazy,
it is.
Isn't it?
It's air currents and everything else. I mean, usually when the snows, they get a couple more inches up in Smithville where my sister lives, because then I'm climbing about 600 to 800 feet higher in elevation, and they always get more.
We got a comment, Kenny, from listener Alyssa says, my grandma is in the Cumberland Plateau in Crossville, Tennessee. You know where that is?
You know where that is? Yes, they just built a great Buc-ee's there.
Oh, even better. You know what? Those Buc-ee's are nice. I was talking to my wife, Greg, and Kenny, and I can't wait till they put a Buc-ee's kind of near me because we want to put that there on my lawn route. They have some good barbecue there for I guess.
They got good brisket.
Oh yeah,
They've
the
got
brisket's
great
fantastic.
brisket.
Yeah.
They're building one here in Murfreesboro. It'll be ready in December, and there's going to be they're going to be offering tacos that you can build. They're going to have a taco bar.
Oh man, sign me up.
But way we measure our trips now, when we went to Florida to pick up my cousin Rick and bring him home, rest his soul, we would say, well, we're just about a Buc-ee's away from here, or a Buc-ee's from here. We're 3 Buc-ee's away from Atlanta, or something like that.
That's pretty funny.
Good way of measuring things. But they've got great fudge. They got all the stuff that's bad for you. I guarantee you. So
all the stuff that's bad for you.
It's for the folks that don't know Buc-ee's. They're they have about 50 gas pumps
But who
lined
wouldn't know
up.
Buc-ee's though, Greg? I mean,
No,
who listened to
they
this doesn't know
100
Buc-ee's?
But
They-
some
they have
people don't.
150 gas pumps.
Oh, do they?
150 gas pumps. Yeah,
Wow.
Holy smokes!
yeah.
That's
And
that's,
they won't let trucks come in. Commercial trucks aren't allowed. And they got a big car wash. And you can even buy yourself a Buc-ee's T-shirt if you want to and look stupid.
It's basically a cult following. I mean, if there's one close to us, Greg, I'm not sure if we could even go there to fill up or gas up for mowing because you think it'd be too busy, wouldn't it?
it would be too busy.
Huge.
Yeah. And then they
the one in Sevierville is even bigger, and it's a model one too because it gets all the tours, so it's jacked up pretty good. The one in Crossville is what I call the redneck delight. So it's different. It's not as upscale as the one in that, but go to a Buc-ee's on a Saturday night, and everybody from Knoxville has been to a ball game, comes in there. It's kind of like date night at Buc-ee's.
Oh man, that's just hey, Greg,
buy
date night,
buy
Buc-ee's.
your favorite girl a Buc-ee's T-shirt or Bucky. I forget, what do they call them? Bucky. They're like little chocolates or something, and they're
Fudge.
called. Well, there's Bucky's Fudge or something, but I think they call it a little bit of their own name. So,
Nuggets.
Bucky Nuggets.
You're not talking about Nuggets.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of the Nuggets. Yeah. So, but I've only been to
Well,
one. My son, when we were going out to visit him in Colorado, as we were driving by, it was around lunchtime as we were working our way over, and we saw the Buc-ee's and said, "Well, we might as well grab lunch." I think we were in there for an hour. So
It's the only place I know where you can spend $100 without wanting to.
yeah,
So
yeah. So,
and,
but it was
and Evan, you're getting ready to have a baby next week, aren't you?
We are. It's just been a whirlwind lately, guys. Pray for my wife, Hannah. Baby's due. It's in March 10th, but we think baby girl might come earlier. So we're just gonna get here on the swing of things to try to do as many shows as we can, or rerun some old shows that Greg and I did. Though, but no, we're just sitting down waiting. I'm kind of here in the transition zone where I've been door dashing a bit, but I'm kind of just been staying at home trying to get things prepared and trying to be hero dad. I mean, stumbling often though, Greg, right?
That's a cool thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
We'll try and-
we're facing
We're going to try and
the
get
same thing with
Hannah
Chloe.
on.
Chloe's-
We're going to try and get Hannah on while she's birthing. So if it's
Oh,
if it's
boy.
at 7 a.m. time slot, Hannah, we got a show to do. Might as well put on a headset.
Well, see, Chloe's due is coming. Hers is due and coming in early too.
Yeah.
So who knows? They might be born very close together in time wise. So we'll see what happens. So and it'll be my luck. It'll be born while we're gone next week. So we'll find out.
Okay. All right.
I'll call you guys if you can get WhatsApp or Telegram. I can call you from the Dominican Republic for one of the shows.
And send pictures of the grass there for us. That'd be the deep south grass.
They've got kind of like a bent grass like they have in Florida. It's a real thick blade. It doesn't have, it's kind of a rough texture, but a lot of Bermuda too, and stuff like that. Zoysia. But
Yeah, the grass you cut your feet on when you're walking. So
there you go. Yeah.
like a corn in a cornfield. You walk by and that little leaf, those big leaves cut you. So,
you're talking about the stalk stubs.
yeah, the corn stalk.
Many of those. I've trampled many of those out in doves doing that kind of thing. So,
yeah. So, well, hey, thanks for calling in, Kenny. It's good to talk to you. We'll
Kenny's
for
got
sure.
lead off here, Greg, right? 856-446-8873. He was brave enough to call. I mean, I know people listening to
I'll breathe some life into y'all's show.
Got some Southern lawn care talk here now, guys.
Got some Southern lawn care talk, and I'm just an educated Yankee as far as they call me.
He's been traveling, but Kenny, thanks. We'll talk to you, okay?
Okay, bud.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya.
All right.
Oh, good. The phone system works.
Yeah. It's Kenny down in. We got a show caller. Kenny from Murfreesboro was calling into the show.
Oh, yeah.
So
No,
let's see what he says.
Well, it's good that we got that to work. Sure, he's family, but he talks grass all the time. He's been really the behind the scenes with the production of the podcast at the expo, Greg. He's done a lot, and you want that with any type of business. I mean, okay, well, it'd be cool to build this into more of a business, but even with our lawn businesses, though, too, don't think you can do it all by yourself. I thought I could a long time ago, and then I got married, and I realized, I'm not all that in a bag of chips.
Well, I remember when I was working with you, when I was helping you out before I started mine, you had checks and stuff all scattered around in your vehicle. you had somebody just paid me. They hand you a check and you stick it in your glove box.
I was pretty disorganized. We have a turf text here. It says, "Good morning. Really enjoying the early morning show. That's great feedback." But yeah, no, I had checks, Greg. Yeah, in the glove box, and I had a lot. I mean, if you would have robbed that car, I think that was like $5,000.
Yeah, but there were checks. You couldn't do anything with them.
Yeah,
because they were made out to the to the business. So, but it was kind of funny because I'm looking and going, what is it? You'd hand me some once in a while, and I'd just put it in that envelope, and it'd be like a thick envelope of checks. You should probably cash these.
Payday. Oh yeah. No, I've lived and I've learned from that. My wife got on me. She goes, "You got to be more organized with these and put these in right away." I usually do. You ever have a client, Greg, that's either they write an incorrect number on the check, like it's like that's not what you owed me.
I had somebody that for some reason they wrote me a check, and they shorted me. I told them exactly how much it needed to be for. And because I was giving them a 10% discount on something for whatever reason, I don't recall.
Yeah.
And so I gave them the 10% discount and told them, okay, here's your price. And I know what she did. She purposely did it. Is I gave her my price, and then she took another 10% off of that. So it was like $100. And then I don't know what it was. It was $100. And I said, yeah, normally it's gonna be like 110. I'll do it for 100. And I said, I'm giving you a 10% discount. And then she wrote me a check for 90. So I lost $20 on the deal. So
856-446-8873. You haven't been ripped off by your client. The 2 new commercial accounts I got this year, Greg, we had talked about it. The one where I just do this walks, I made it very clear how much the price was. And he shorted me $10 because I guess the last 2 numbers, was 60 and 50. And I think he might have gotten confused.
Yeah.
Like, if
you told them over the phone, 50 and 60 sound the same.
Well, I told him there in person because he asked right there in person, and then I walked away, got in the car. I'm like, well, he just made $10 off of me. It's, and I'm not going to bother. I had really misquoted the commercials this past year. I didn't know. I really didn't have any excuse. I worked with Metro long enough, and they said, hey, bid this. For some reason, I didn't bid it the right way. But anyways, they're going to get a lot more salt events and small snow events next year, at least probably double that. I mean, you live and you learn. We still, I mean,
make it up for next year. Just say, hey, you know what? I made a mistake on your price last year. I honored it, and this is my new price this year. So sorry if it sounds like it's gone up, but I made a mistake, but I honored it. So,
I mean, we still do it now, right? Mistakes.
Yep. Oh yeah. So I this paint job I'm working on, I underbid it. So it's giving me a little bit of money, but I should have gone a little bit higher. So paint jobs are, I got to learn a little bit more on quoting that. So it just kind of depends. You figure roughly about $400 a room, but I'm not painting whole rooms. I'm painting like this wall in this room and this wall in another room. And so I think I just I shorted myself a little bit, but yeah, that's all right. I'll get a little bit of money, so that's okay. I'm not really doing anything else anyway, and I'm not delivering pizza. So going back, Alyssa, she had said also that her mother works at a lawn care company down in the Cumberland Plateau area. Forgot
Her
to say
grandma
that
does,
while we
yeah.
had her or her grandma. Oh yeah, her grandma. I'm sorry.
I make
Yeah,
that
she would comment on that her grandma works over there. So.
I think I can make this font bigger. Oh, I just tried to make it. I don't know if it worked.
I could probably just blow it up myself. Yeah, I could blow it up myself if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I didn't read the line above. That was the problem. So,
Way to go, Greg. Thanks.
yeah. So it happens.
But yeah, still, when we get into new types of services with our business, though, too, I'm still asking. I mean, Facebook's great. Like, you want to build your business and learn from guys there in the industry. You don't need to buy all these courses and stuff. Facebook and YouTube, free stuff, guys, and you can figure out like how to price and ask guys who have been in it longer. I've had a lot of guys ask me. We've had a lot of emails, Greg, where guys have asked for help and things like that, and we've been able to give, Lord willing, I think we've been able to give some pretty solid advice. And they've appreciated what we've been able to kind of give to them and bring to the table. I mean, we have a lot of listeners though. They're just getting into this, and they're transitioning from that part time to maybe that full time lawn care, and it's been really cool to see that.
Yeah, but make sure you price yourself right, guys, because there's guys out there that they underprice themselves, and you're doing this to make a living. And even if you're
charity
doing
case.
it part time just for fun,
Yeah.
you still got to make money on it. And breaking even is not, just you're not doing anything. It's costing you money to break even. So if you're going to do it, might as well make a little bit of money on it as well. So
Trying to read an email that we got from someone the other day, Greg. I never told you. New website submission. His name is Chad Manis. Hey guys, found your podcast and recently have enjoyed listening to y'all. I appreciate you guys sharing info about your faith and your attitudes and spirit when it came to a podcast that I was listening to about equipment and egos. Oh, yeah. Yep. I remember that one that we did. This will be the third lawn season, and I'm thankful for the growth that I have been able to see. Being from South Alabama, I do not have to deal with the winter weather that you guys deal with. So it's interesting to hear about that. One question. Post this question to you guys, too. The last two lawn seasons, I have used some Oregon heavy-duty blades on my Kubota and John Deere. We tend to get Biograss during the summer, and obviously during those months, grass will get thicker. I do sharpen my blades regularly, but I was curious if you guys had any opinions, insight, experience on blades like the Oregon Gator G6 mulching blades or something similar. Was thinking of using changing those blades out during those months and see if it made a difference. I know our climate and grass is different from where you guys are at, but it was just curious of your thoughts. Thanks, guys. Oregon blades, they've been around forever, Greg. I don't really have a bad opinion on them. I mean, they were flagship there for a while, weren't they?
yeah, they were, and I've heard some really good things about those sixes, the fives and the sixes.
Yeah.
I've heard some really good things on those. I guess it depends on how often you're sharpening. What kind of grass did he say he had?
Yeah, maybe I butcher this. Bahia grass. We're much more spoken like the
Spell
northern
it.
grasses. Bahia. Eric, the turf teacher Jones. We wanted to get him on our show
Baha'i.
because he
I
knows.
think it's Baha'i.
Yeah, Baha'i grass. Anyways, that type of grass. I think it's the blade style though. Like if he got I think with the South, you might want like a mid lift or more of a lower type of lift style of blade. I mean, up here in the north, we like the ultra high lifts, the high lifts, because that really helps discharge and shoot that grass out. But those guys down in the south, I don't think they necessarily want the ultra high or a high lift blade when it comes to discharging, because they're looking for more of that flat cut look. Different style grass, but it really can't hurt to experiment with different style of blades and changing the pitch of your mower deck So it basically is talking about like what is the pitch and rake of a mower deck? It's the relationship and the height from the rear of the deck to the front. And general rule is you want about a 1/4 inch lower in the front than you do in the back, and then side to side about a 1/4 inch play as well. We could do a whole week series, Greg, on like Evan's OCD concepts of leveling a mower deck to try to get the perfect cut. But yeah, with these though, is Gator G6 mulching blades. I mean, with that style of grass, I guess you could mulch that up though. I mean, we don't have to really deal with that grass up here, but just anything just to knock, yeah, because this style of grass. Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, you can mulch that. I might want to even try and high lift just to see if you can just discharge it out there, like kind of experiment around with it, right?
Yeah, get a high lift 5 or 6 Oregon, and then you wonder about that Ballard blade, those gold blades from Ballard. They have a high lift mulching blade. You wonder how well that would do. But some guys don't like to use mulching blades or gator blades when they're trying to stripe. I guess I found that they work pretty well. It depends. I suppose it does a little bit better, but on some of my lawns, and especially in the spring, I'll throw gators on and help because that stuff is so thick. I'm just trying to work with it, and I found that works out pretty well. But that you might want to consider looking at those Ballard blades and see, and you don't have to sharpen them as often.
Apparently you don't. Here, let's do a quick sharp word from our sponsors. Hold on.
How many times have you tried to switch away from gas-powered OPE only to find the power wasn't there and you needed too many batteries to avoid long charge times? Not anymore. Crest Commercial Landscape Tools provide the same level of power and performance as their gas counterparts, but with a revolutionary battery technology. Supported by the Crest Cyber System, the 60-volt CyberPack batteries can charge in 8 minutes or less. Finally, professional landscapers can confidently make the change to battery without sacrificing power, performance, or runtime. Crest, it's the only choice to replace gas. Visit Crest.com.
Quality products with Crest. That last part of that sponsored ad could be like it could be a topic for people to talk about. No, but they have some solid stuff, Greg. But we're talking about blade combinations here. We've done some stuff, Greg, where we've tried. So the second and third blade are high lift, and then the discharge blade is a mulching blade. I mean, we've tried that, and that kind of cut down on the discharge in the really heavy growing months. And then we've tried the exact reverse, where it's been mulching, and then discharge. Problem is, those, at least with the multi-force with the Gator blade, Greg, it's like I think it's like a tad thicker. So when that blade's at the discharge spindle, it leaves a weird line. Like they're not the same. It was driving me nuts. My multi-force, it's getting old. I think the spindles are probably getting old. I don't think like anything's too worn on it. Maybe a bearing in it, but depending on the type of grass. I mean, and we've chatted about this too, Greg. It'll leave kind of a faint line between that first and second spindle. And that could be the handoff zone. Possibly my blades are just getting shorter, right? And there's that overlap. I'm not getting that proper overlap.
Yeah, that makes it makes it kind of annoying. I wouldn't have thought that just that little bit of thickness would make a difference, but I guess you see it does. So I don't notice a lot when I change up my blades because I have some different kinds of blades that I'll use. I do notice when I have a high lift though that I think it's throwing a little bit better. And because I've got a couple of ones that I bought that weren't high lift, and I paid for them, so I'm going to use them. But I have noticed that as much as we pay for blades right now, I'm going to use them up. So
it's ridiculous.
Here's something that's kind of funny. I thought, you know what? I want to see how you pronounce the BAHIA grass, and the reason I spelled it out was BAHIA. So I thought, okay, how do you pronounce it? So here's Bohea. There's one way they say it. Okay, it sounds like Bohea grass, which looks nothing like it spells. But then I thought, well, that seems a little odd. I scrolled down a little further, and here's Bahia.
Wrong.
Bahia. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Bahia. And then there's another one, Baaye,
Oh,
and then there's another one, Bahaye. So nobody knows how to pronounce this word.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. So, and I guess it's from the south.
he had sent that email, Greg, and I read through it. That's the first time I read through it was this morning. Like I skimmed it the other day, and I came across that grass type. I was like, sure, there's this down south guys who are listening, be like, oh, he butchered that. I can't wait to see if Eric, the Turf Feature Jones, corrects us on that because he's all about grass types. I mean, they know a lot. But what are your blade combinations? This is a good question to kind of throw it out there to kind of ask when you're in
should
the
ask
thick
Kenny.
things of spring. 856-446-8873. Call or text. Hey, Andy, have you used the extreme high lifts? I have. I tried the extreme high lifts, Greg, on my multi-force, and it left a weird faint line. Not sure why, but did.
I don't know if I've done the extreme high lift blades. I've got high lift blades. I don't know if I've gone with an extreme high lift. So I guess it creates a better vacuum for you, right? And supposedly makes better
Yeah,
stripes.
I think more that vacuum and that vortex and vacuum create like in the deck. You're trying to get it out quickly. I think that can cause some mohawks and some line issues there, some streaks. I mean, sure, my multi-force didn't start doing that until more higher hours, but that's one thing that like really bothers me was that weird kind of streak and stripe that it leaves. But it's also an older machine. But we had that problem there with that demo Bobcat, Greg, which there was something, I think something was like the center spindle on that was like welded too low and it left a kind of a funky stripe, but it cut well.
Yeah, it cut well. I love that 26 on a 26 horsepower on that 52-inch deck. I thought it threw really well. So that was one thing that I liked. But the problem is that I didn't have a chute blocker on it, and it threw so well that it would shoot the grass into my beds. Doggone it! So
Way to
I
go,
have to
Greg.
go trimming spots, and yeah. So we should have put that on the. I should have put a chute blocker on that. So this would probably be easier for us as I go back over that Buhia, Beia. It'd probably just use their Latin name, Pispalium notatum. I guess that might be easier to say than trying to figure out if it's Bahia or whatever it is right now.
Vespalium
So-
potatum. That's definitely a way to say that. I just asked my wife because she used to teach Spanish. Hannah's probably going to be making fun of me. You didn't know how to pronounce that the right way. Well, I pronounce some things good, Greg, don't I?
Yeah, and then it's native to Mexico and South America, but it's apparently a naturalized citizen now elsewhere in North America and in other regions. So,
The grass?
yeah, Bahia grass is native to Mexico and South America. Prefers sandy soils and
Sand.
is tolerant of shade. So you know what? As I think about it, I wonder if those Ballard blades might be better because if it's on a sandy soil, if that's where he's cutting, those Ballard blades, I think handle the sand a little bit better. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but there's
I've
been
heard they
mixed
do.
reviews on that because you see this on Facebook the other day, Greg. The self-sharpening blades. That's just a snake oil scam. I mean, we've had Garrett Bauer on. I sharpen every 8 to 12 mowing hours. That's the truth.
Yeah. No, I just do it like once a week. I might change them out. I might change them out on a Wednesday. It just depends after a Wednesday cut because you're not cutting the whole time. If you cut Monday to Friday, I cut Monday to Thursday.
Yeah.
Keep a snow day. keep a rain day.
Hey, how does snow, Greg? That's interesting, guys. You ever had a snow day in the middle of mowing?
I had a snow day in the middle of a cleanup, and that was not good for my leaf catcher because I was shooting snow into there, and it packed it in pretty well. Made it for a nice heavy lift when I tried to empty it out, and that took a long time for that stuff to come out too because it froze in, and then it was packed in there. So finally I was able to break free some of the stuff. So, but we've been so cold. We got our first snow, just before Thanksgiving?
It was. I thought my first event here, guys. I can look it up if you're tracking. Keep track of your snows and things like that. I think the first event was the 30th, November 30th.
November 3rd.
And
Okay,
then we got plagued with snow all through December. It made cleanups fun, didn't it?
So it never. So we got snow November 30th, and it never went away. So
It didn't go away.
No, I didn't finish. I had two cleanups, fall cleanups that I had to do. One was to go back again, and then the other one was I pulled up to it. They still had a bunch of leaves, green leaves on their shrubs, so I said, "Oh, I'll come back to this one next week," and that was it. But my point is in my side leaf catcher, it never cleared up enough for me to be able to get all the packed in snow and leaves out of it. So, excuse me, I'm going to have to do a cleanup on it this spring.
When I had my X-Mark riding mower and I had the X Series Ultravac, Zach and I, we did a cleanup. It was literally, there was almost a half-inch of snow on the ground, and I was sucking up the snow. That leaf vac with the impeller did a really good job. That's one thing that X-Mark did right. Oh, those fine days I remember the first day I got my X-Mark Ultravac leaf catcher, the 3-bagger there in the back, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
When you drive with that, guys, you got to be careful. It's like you have much bigger wide end, and I was mowing a lawn, going around this basketball hoop, and I wasn't paying attention. There was a control arm for the basketball hoop down there, and I put a giant hole into it. First day I got it. Guys ever do that? So I took it up to Weingart's, and I said, "Hey, can you help me out with this?" And they basically said, "We don't warranty stupid." So,
Yeah.
oh man, that's it. I felt embarrassed and kind of ashamed of that. But then what I do is I just took some Flex Seal tape, Greg, taped it on, and that Ultravac served me for 6 years, and I sold it for $2,700, the same price that I bought it for. So
Wow.
can't
Got your
beat
money.
that. I mean, now those Ultravacs are like I think $5,000, which
Yeah,
is
you
like
got
okay.
your-
Thanks,
I think
guys.
you got your money's worth out of that one. No, the leaf catcher of mine, the side catcher. What's funny is you can't get into certain spots because it makes your mower now 2 feet wider.
Yeah.
If you've noticed that, and I've clipped stuff before with that, or it's dragging on the ground if you get an undulation, and all of a sudden you hear it scrape, and so that's no fun. Or you
Quickly
take
bend things, can't you?
Oh yeah, you can, and you can take a gouge out of a lawn. I bent the I clipped something one time, and I wound up bending the rack that it sets on. So I had to get a hammer out and try and pound that thing back into submission so I could use it again.
Wasn't putting that thing together funny? I want
Oh,
to talk
man.
about the tell the listeners about the assembly. You guys ever assemble something? 856-446-8873 open lines, and it took you a lot longer to assemble than you thought.
It reminded me of the grill I bought one time. There were so many screws on that thing
Oh, yes.
that it took forever. And then there was one spot where I couldn't figure out how to put it in because it was, the directions are okay. But there was one spot I couldn't figure it out, and I was trying to figure it out. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to pull up a video and see if anybody did a video on it. And there were 2 videos, and the first one, they didn't even show how to do that part. And then the second one I pulled up, the guy he's getting right to that point where he's saying, okay, this is what you do here. And just as he gets to that point, he steps in front of the camera. And
Yep.
I couldn't see that was the only reason I was watching this video. So I kept fast forwarding it. And so I'm watching this whole video, and the guy steps in front of the camera right at the point where I wanted to see it. So I finally guessed at it. And
I remember when we moved in, Greg, got married first, and then we lived together. Bought a grill, and something happened. I bought it from the Home Depot. It was missing a whole bunch of pieces, so I took it back, and I'm like, just give me the one on display, because the assembly of that grill was so frustrating. I got a really good deal on a Traeger smoker. We do want to get someone on to talk about smoking meats here in the industry. I do potentially have someone lined up. They've just been really busy. And I put together this Traeger smoker last March. It probably took me 6 hours, but I got it together. It was just screw after screw after screw. I mean, I'm the plug and play guy. I've had to assemble backpack blowers before too. Not too bad. I would personally just rather have them shipped from the manufacturer to my house, because I feel like some guys at the dealers, not naming names, I feel like there's sometimes they don't like go through all the checklists, and you get something and there's like a screw loose. I had that happen with my multi-force where aside from my multi-force being full of cat litter and no gas, there was like a nut loose on it that I had to tighten up.
Yeah. I remember the first grill I ever bought when I bought my first house. Okay, I'm going to buy a grill. And I look at it and I say, okay, this one, it says minutes to assemble on the box. And 180 minutes later, I had to put it away because I had to go somewhere. And oh man, it took me forever to put that thing together because it was just the directions were not that good, and you had to figure it out. And then
How
I
many
had
times?
to pull it out, and I think it took me another half hour to finish it.
How many
So-
times have you told your wife, or I have, oh, it'll just be a couple minutes, 20 minutes turns into 2.5 hours. We're
Yeah.
out there like doing maintenance and stuff. Oh, I was power washing the blades and I sharpened them and then I balanced them. And then I decided to kind of organize the trailer and then scrape the deck. I mean, that mower deck, I'd scrape that all day. I mean, that's one thing that I'm OCD on. That's a good question to kind of ask though, too, guys. I guess if you don't scrape your deck enough, do you transfer weeds over into other people's yards? I can't really say, Greg. I've been doing it 16 years. I don't think I've been the weed transfer guy.
I got to start blowing off mine. I need to do it. I actually had last year. I noticed that a couple of my lawns had a fungus, and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
What
I
was that
can't
fungus called?
I'm blanking on it right now. It'll
Something-
come to me in a minute.
The tall grass fungus. Well, what's that called? We talked about it like a lot.
Let me see if I have
grass
it.
fungus
Hang on
here.
a second.
What's it called? Brown patch, red thread, dollar spot. What's it called? Something.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
a really tall grass that we get here. It's just a tall grass weed, and I'm drawing a big blank on it. It's kind of some funky name here. They have dollar spot, Pythium blight. Is that
Pythium.
it?
That was it.
Pythium blight. Yeah, but what's the name for it? There's
Pythium.
a different name for it. Yeah, but Pythium then. Yeah, that. Oh yeah, this where the grass is all brown. Yeah, I think several of my lawns had that. That's just. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not always quality lawns, are they?
I wonder. No, they aren't usually the quality lawn. They're a lot of times it's overwatering, and then where I think that the sun might beat down on it a little bit too much. So, but it's generally the lawns that haven't been well maintained. And I think I had 3-4 lawns that had that, but it made me wonder if I transferred it from one lawn to another. But the thing is they weren't lawns that, that were basically this lawn I got it, and then I
Yeah.
did the next lawn, and then that one got it, and then the next lawn. So it was a lawn I cut on Tuesday, another one I cut on Wednesday, and then another one I cut on Thursday. So I don't think I transferred it just because they were different cut days. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I had this client. She's been great. She always prepays. Doesn't have the best English. She was telling me because it's a 3-stop, Greg. And get this, she had said go cut Mike and Vince's lawn first, and then cut mine. She couldn't really tell me why. Something about trekking something over or damage. So I said, "Wouldn't you want me to cut yours first and then go cut theirs? Right? Doesn't that make the most sense?" But I didn't argue. I just said, "Okay, fine."
Wow, she didn't like that guy's lawn, huh?
It just
Or
the
she-
two neighbors across the street. They have nice lawns, but she wanted for some stupid reason for me to cut theirs first. That's where I just rather than sit there to try to debate. Really good client, not the best English. I said, "Whatever, fine. I'll just go cut Mike and Vince's first, and then mosey on over to yours. Get it? Mosey on over. Oh man, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just a 3-stop. That's what normally you do there.
Yeah.
I do if I've got a 3-stop and the two are right next door to each other, I'll cut those first, because then the single across the street is it's shorter. So rather than cut the one and then go cut
Oh.
two that are going to take me longer.
Mind games, right?
Yeah, I play mind games with myself. So I'll cut
Once
the.
I started though, like doing too, like, there's some neighborhoods, Greg, where I could drop the gate and cut all 45 lawns in one spot. But I divide them into chunks for like your solo guys. If they're medium to medium large size lawns, I do like in 6 stops, like 4 to 6 stops, which tends out to work a little bit better. It makes it seem like I'm actually making progress because I can do like a 17 or an 18 lawn stop, and oh man, that'll take a long time.
Oh, you get tired doing that too. I've got some lawns that it's an 8-stop, and I'll do that, and I cut them all at once, and then I find that I need a break. So
Yeah.
if I do 4, and then I'll cut 4 of them, and then I'll give myself a little break. I might refill the tanks or something like that or whatever. But it just gives me a little bit of a break to rest a little bit, because when you cut 8, 10 in a row, can get tiring. So I give myself a little break just to rest a little bit, or sometimes I'll grab I'll sit down and grab an apple or something, or just to rest a little bit.
Which, yeah, like that I completely get, and it's been nice to be able to trim on the Segway, because I've been able to fly through stuff. I actually hopped on the Segway a couple weeks ago, Greg. I actually put it inside my house. It was in my garage the whole winter. I hope I didn't destroy the battery having it sit there in the garage in the winter. Probably not, but can't wait to hop back out and trim on that puppy. And I can trim on mostly all my lawns. There's a couple of them, Greg. You don't want to get the Segway on them because they're too steep, and Segway has it set like they have it programmed where you can't go up too steep of inclines. And I actually talked to them there at the Equip Expo. I said, hey, you guys should really come up with a Segway lawn bot and tailor this to the guys who trim. Up the suspension on it and make it like a tad safer, and then remove some of the limitations. But I showed them the video there, and they were like, oh, this is neat, because they've seen it done before. But hey, I'm able to save time. But yeah, no, a couple of these lawns, you got to be real careful on that. That's where you have to hop up and just kind of walk.
Yep. Sometimes you just have to walk. So I saw Aaron joined us. Hey, Aaron, thanks for coming on. Morning.
There we go. You did the hey Aaron drop.
Hey, it's Aaron.
There he is. He's Aaron's up and at it. I'm sure he's doing some behind the scenes with his business today. How warm is it going to be today, Greg? 50?
I don't know if it's going to be that. I think it's going to be in the
50
30s.
Tomorrow or 50 today?
34 high.
34. Tomorrow's 50. Oh man.
Yeah.
The closer we get, guys, be thinking a little bit ahead here right now with the marketing standpoint. I mean, kind of be a little bit annoying with the emails. Clients don't know. I still have clients don't know that I trim hedges or prune or install mulch. It's like they get the emails, Greg, and I don't think they always read them.
No, I think that's the case. Yeah. Hey, Eric's in Zoom.
Eric's in Zoom. Let's get the
see if we
crosswalk
can
going
join
here.
him.
We tried it yesterday that I didn't know that he wasn't going to be there. So just go to join, paste it in, and then
Yeah, I
so where we go
got to
here.
get over to it. Bear with me.
Here, hold on here, real quick. Do the little crosswalk. Make this fun. And then I would turn off your camera in the Zoom, Greg, and just have your mic on. Then I think select it towards the Zoom. Select your Zoom mic in Zoom. It's like Zoomception here. We do some tech stuff here on the fly, guys. If you're just joining us, we're doing a crosswalk with Eric and Jennifer Jones, keeping up with the Joneses. Hear them every day, 8 to 9 a.m. on your industry's radio station. I mean, I'm getting so good at this now, Greg. I can say it without even looking at it. How about that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't. Let me say 856-446-8873. But we're going to be joining Eric. So which camera am I supposed to shut off?
Just in the Zoom workspace, just click that little box, the camera box, and just turn it off. Like just click on it, and that should be able to just turn it off for you
Yeah,
if it's on.
Trying to get
We
in.
are in his room, or well, host has joined. We'll let them know that you're here. Eric, we're here. We're doing it live, Greg.
We're
Oh yeah.
here. It's
Remember when
like,
we were doing our live streams?
We'll do it live!
That was those were fun. That's what we did for those. What do you say?
Making sure.
Yep, I'm in Zoom. 540, 180. Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, what were you talking about? I totally just lost my train of
let
thought.
them know that you're here.
Yeah, I will. Anyways,
I wasn't
lost
listening. I was trying to pay attention. I was trying to get logged in.
I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I had bought some new studio lights down here, so I'm gonna kind of reorganize the back here so it looks a tad better. It's the wife's birthday today, so I'm gonna be kind of hanging out here. I bought her something, Greg. This is where it's good to have the winter birthdays and pray for no snow, because we can become the widows and become delinquent when we're out there mowing. We kind of distance ourselves from our families, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And we talk about our lawn widows.
Oh yeah.
So, we should probably just have Shell and Hannah call each other and and get mad at us.
I'm sure this
So- or
industry is
give-
full of the lawn
talk
care
about
widows.
us behind our backs. I'm sorry.
This industry is full of the lawn care widows. I know there are guys that are mowing way too much that they don't need to mow that much.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes that happens, and but unfortunately, when we get wet weather in the mornings, that backs us up.
Tongue twister, wet river.
Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we'll have to
And-
see how definitely the rain will be coming in here for the spring, Greg, because we might not even be able to get on lawns there for a while.
It'll be interesting because I'm not sure what it's going to be like. I know how we stopped abruptly in the end of November, and then we haven't been able to get back out there and do anything since. So it'd be kind of nice to be able to get out there early and get our cleanups done. So I had a couple of clients new clients that I picked up that they wanted me to do a cleanup for them in the spring, and they said, "Well, how long do you think it's going to take?" I have no idea. I don't know there's so much snow out there. I couldn't tell you what everything looks like. So
Yeah.
one new client wanted me to trim shrubs and clean out her beds, and hard part is she's got a pool, and that's kind of hard to work around that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, but I'm just not sure. So looks like
I think we're loading in here. Eric, how you doing?
and not sure if we're on.
Oh man,
So-
I can hear you twice, Greg.
Yes, same thing for you.
Talk again.
To hello.
Hopefully the listeners can't hear that. I gotta mute myself, like double mute here. Not sure how this is gonna work, but we are on here, guys. We are talking about when can we get out and when can we start mowing. Literally, probably mid-April, but we got cleanups to do. And I've been driving around, Greg. You gotta admit, stuff is so wet, and it looks like these lawns are lakes.
They're going to be interesting at this point, especially I think we have snow coming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe next week, and taking a look at that. So it could be a longer spring for us this year. Oh, Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday supposedly rain. Friday and Saturday snow. So, but we're supposed to be in the 50s next week. So,
Hopefully this is not. No, we cannot hear you, Eric. I am hearing nothing. I'm not sure why. Hopefully the guys that were watching here on the stream right now, like you can't hear that double echo. Oh well, we'll have to figure out probably a different way to kind of cross him in, Greg. Is just to call him there on his phone, then he can chat a little bit, then just give it to him. Want me to just call him?
yeah, call him. Give him a
Yeah,
call
let's
on the
give him
phone.
a call
You
here.
can
Hold
log
on.
that in.
I'm gonna leave the Zoom, leave that meeting because it's a little bit too much echo. Eric Jones, give him a buzz.
Pop on there, and then he's trying to get it. We were doing it.
Hello, you've reached Eric Jones. I'm sorry I've missed your
All right,
call.
well-
Please leave me your name, number, and a brief message, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thanks,
Yeah.
and have a blessed
Well, okay, we tried. You guys ever have that where we're trying to set things up and call and it just rings through? I mean, he's probably getting they're probably getting their shows, their prep all ready. I know they had some stuff that they wanted to talk about today, Greg. But yeah, getting out there still, and just to riff on that just one more time, if it's too wet, I mean, this might be a spring that might bite us in the butt because you can't do the cleanups, and then all the grass is growing. It's like, no, I got to get these cleanups done first. So that's just the sad state of affairs of how things go in the industry, and we could talk about this more on like even tomorrow. Being patient and not having the little things really upset and really annoy you here in the industry.
Yeah, I was just Eric just texted me, and I said, can you take a call from Evan? I think he may have been texting you as you were trying to call him. So, give it another shot, and see if you can try and call him again.
The ring of silence.
It's ringing twice, so it didn't go right to voicemail. So
Hello.
Hey, Eric, how you doing? We'll have to figure out that crosswalk, but you're on. This is the crosswalk for now.
Hello.
Hey, What's going on, Eric?
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you, brother?
Good. This will be the crosswalk for now until we figure that out. We were getting echo and echo and echo and echo.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, this works just as easy, don't it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got 45 seconds. What's coming up on your show today?
We are going to talk about employee handbook for the small landscaper.
Ooh.
That'd be good.
So,
yeah.
do you guys have your own employee handbook? I'm sure.
Well, we're working on one right now, so we're in that process. And this is a class that we're actually going around teaching fellow landscape contractors, irrigation contractors. If you guys see us on the weekends teaching, this is one of the 1 hour blocks that we do teach, and I kind of give the forte to my lovely Turfette, who is a HR queen. She is a master of it, so she knows a little bit more about it than I do.
There we go, guys. The transition is made. The switch. Keeping up with the Joneses, guys. Only here on Turf's Up Radio. Enjoy them. I almost called you Eric, Greg. Eric, have a good show and knock it out.
All right, brother. Thanks so much, man.
All right, talk to you guys.
All right, we'll see ya.
All right, see ya.
Guys, we'll see you on Free for All Friday.